Hello once again and welcome back to Dragon Pixels, my friends. Today we're going to be taking a little bit closer of a look at Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy. Now, people that collect for the Virtual Boy know that Jack Brothers is a hard game to find in the wild, and when you do, it's very expensive. And what's even harder to find is the manual. So, we're actually going to be taking a closer look at the manual, if I might correct myself. And we're going to skip the first couple pages of it with just the legal information and stuff. And I'm going to take and scan all these pages, and we're going to take a closer look at them and talk about it. So, instruction manuals or instruction booklets back in the 90s were a little bit more important than they are today, at least in my opinion. You didn't have the wide availability of the internet with all the information it has today. And you could only get your information about a game from the game itself or maybe a video gaming magazine, which those weren't always accurate, to be honest. So in the instruction manual, you would find a lot more you needed to know about the game. Storyline and gameplay mechanics were explained, the characters in the game, and that's what we're going to take a look at here. So, alright, Jack Brothers instruction booklet. Alright, the Jack Brothers story. Every year on Halloween morning, the portal to the world of fairies opens. Okay, so I'm not an expert on the Shin Megami Tensei series, but that's where the Jack Brothers come from. And they're demons. In every other game, they're fairy-type demons, but they're still demons. But they want to call them fairies in this game. Alright, moving along. World of Fairies opens, allowing a pathway to form between their world and ours. This year, the mischievous Jack Brothers from the World of Fairies have decided to set off on an adventure in our world. They will have to pass through the portal again by midnight or be banished from their world forever. The thrill of their adventure takes their mind off the clock, and before they know it, the 11 o'clock hour is upon them. As they start to race through the long pathway to their home, Pixie, the fairy, appears and offers to show them a shortcut to the world of fairies. The shortcut is dangerous and seldom used, but if they use their regular routine, they will not make it back in time. The Jack Brothers have no choice but to follow Pixie and choose their battles wisely. They can only hope that it's not too late. Alright, this is just the automatic pause function. Not too necessary. It kind of explains that in the game. Controller functions. Pretty, I mean, you'd figure this out pretty quick in the game, but it's still pretty cool to see here. About this game. To return to the world of fairies, you must clear 6 different areas within the allowed time limits. Each area consists of several different floors. You must collect all the keys in each area to continue on. Once you have collected all of the keys on the floor, the doors will open at once and you will be able to jump off to a lower floor. Continue down to the lowest floor and defeat the boss to move on to the next area. Be very careful though, enemies and traps await you in every nook and cranny. Each time you suffer damage from an enemy or trap's attack, your remaining time will decrease by 5 seconds. Getting started. Start password. At the title screen, you can choose either start or password by pressing up or down on the left control pad, and then the start button. If you select start, you will play from the beginning of the game. The password option will allow you to choose the area that you wish to play. Enter a password after selecting this option. Choosing your character. If you choose the start option from the title screen, the player select screen will automatically appear. You will have to choose between Jack Frost, Jack Lantern, or Jack Skeleton. Use the left control panel to select your player and then press A or the start button to confirm your selection. Password continue. Alright, so I mean, we can figure out password and continue. I don't think I have to read these, but... The action screen. Remaining time. This tells you how many seconds you have left to finish the area. Special attack stars. You will start the game with 3 special attack stars and have many chances to collect more in the game. You will be able to carry these over to the next level. Keys. This will display the number of keys you need to collect in the area you are in. Floor. This indicates which floor you're currently on. Auto shot. The default attack is set to regular. If you press the select button, the word auto shot will appear. Press and hold either A, B, or the left control pad for auto shot. Radar. Use your radar to locate keys. Once you have collected all the keys, the radar will indicate where the exit is. The end level screen. This screen appears when you successfully finish the area. Special attack stars. This shows how many special attack stars you still have left. I mean, I think we could figure that one out. Password. This will show you the password to the level you just completed. Total time. This is the total time you'll have in the next level. Floor. This indicates which floor you last finished. Bonus time. For each special attack star you collect, you will get 10 extra seconds of time in the next level. Standard time limit. This shows the standard time limit of the next area. Characters. Jack Frost. Snowballs are this Jack's weapon of choice. When he uses his special attack, all enemies will be frozen for a few seconds. Jack Lantern. Lantern shoots fireballs, which are more powerful than Frost snowballs. His special attack will cause all enemies to suffer severe damage. Jack Skeleton. Skeleton's sharp knife is far more threatening to enemies than either of the Jack brothers' weapons. His special attack will destroy all the enemies on the screen. Character skills. Alright, it looks like Jack Frost wins in the rapid fire category. The attack power is Jack Skeleton. Agility, Jack Skeleton. And the special attacks. I think that just described that on the previous page. Alright. Enemies and traps. Jack traps, which you can't really... those aren't great pictures, but back then I imagined they had to take a picture through the lens of the Virtual Boy, which, yeah, that's a tough picture to take. Alright. Enemies and traps. Jack traps. These sharp villains will pop up suddenly from the floor in an attempt to stop you. Wait until they disappear and quickly run past them. Boulder. If you see this large pebble blocking the path, simply push it out of the way. It also makes a superb cover from bad guys. Hide behind it to avoid enemy fire. Paradise. These villainous troublemakers always appear in pairs. Avoid standing between them or they will attack forcefully from both sides, leaving you as flat as a pancake. Dark Zone. Dark Zone appears without warning, covering the floor and darkening the hallway. This will allow enemies a clear camouflage, so be on the lookout for hidden attackers. Double lasers. The laser beams will usually travel between the 2 laser cannons. When one cannon is destroyed, the dangerous laser beams will reach all the way to the wall. Luminous Lex. This cannon is constantly moving. If you dare to get in its way, it will try to shoot you. Fire Breather. The breath coming from this flame spitter's mouth can really heat up your journey. Avoid getting too close. Warp Tile. Do not accept rides from this stranger. Stepping on it will force you back to the beginning of your level, wasting precious time. Items. Special Attack Star. Each one of these represents one special attack move that your character can use on his enemies. Invincibility Potion. This item will allow you to remain invincible for about 10 seconds. During this time, you cannot be harmed by enemy attack. Jack Shield. The shield is made up of several bubbles that surround and protect your character for up to 3 hits. Time Clock. Each time clock that you acquire will increase your time by the number shown on the chip itself. And there you have it. I did leave out a few pages, the legal notices and stuff like that I don't think we really need to see. But, yeah, Jack Brothers is one of my favorite Virtual Boy games. And it holds a special place in my heart. Nintendo is releasing Virtual Boy games on the Switch coming up soon, so I'm very glad that a lot of people will be able to try these games, because there's like this myth about the Virtual Boy that it's terrible. Its sales were terrible. Its sales were very terrible. And most of the games on it aren't virtual reality based. If it would have been called like the 3D Boy or something, I think it would have been less disappointing to people that were expecting VR games. And who knows, maybe it would have been a bigger hit. I mean, people complain about the black and red graphics, but Game Boy did great, and those were just black and white graphics. So I think the Virtual Boy could have done much better, and I still believe that there are some really great games on the system. There's also terrible games. But anyhow, that's topic for another video. Thanks for tuning in to this Jack Brothers instruction manual video. We'll be putting out several other videos on several other different topics. So please like and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.